on the sort of the other front of some things that we've been experiencing here, domestic violence. It's sort of an uncomfortable topic to speak about, but it's something that needs to be spoken about.
Absolutely. On the rise lately. We've been talking about this in the leadership circles, and we've been seeing a lot of that now. I know things are stressful. I know folks are working really, really hard. I'm right there with you. But we're taking out our frustrations on each other, or even worse, our kids. And that's just not the way to go. Look for those healthy ways to let that stress out. There are a lot of those. Get together as a team. Like I tell our young airmen when they're coming in, get together and party together. No reason not to. This should be a lot of fun. But again, have a plan to take care of yourself and your teammates, if that includes drinking. And look for those healthy ways to relax. You know, the other thing is the Air Force will let you work yourself to death if you'll do it. Don't do it. Don't let us work you to death. You know, there has to be time for you. There has to be time for your mental health, for your family. Because one of these days, you know, we'll all have to get out of the Air Force, you know, and take the uniform off, and the family will still be there, hopefully. So we got to make time for them and take care of each other. And just don't take it out on each other.
Matter of fact, sir, we had family advocacy come brief us at a MSG commander's call just yesterday, and they kind of quoted it as winter and snow blues.
Mm-hmm.
What tends to happen, and I was at Elmendorf for a couple of years, it gets very dark, it gets very snowy, so naturally you want to stay inside. But you've got to do your best to do just the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
The bowling alley's now open.
Hallelujah.
Weasel's Den is open, available. There's so many things to do on this base. Please get out and enjoy it. And if you do experience those areas, please call Family Advocacy, give them a call, and they'll help you and show you some other avenues. I'll get it out in a minute here.
Mm-hmm. We've got those tools available to you. If you're concerned and if you're looking for help, my golly, we've got lots of ways to get you that help.
Absolutely, and seasonal affective disorder is sort of the official term for it. It's a real thing, and a lot of people experience it in different ways. Now, Colonel Griffin, you said the word blues, and to sort of hopefully pick a couple people up out there who don't like to do all the upkeep, maintenance, and ironing and lint rolling. What's the news on blues?
I'm hearing a rumor. I wasn't here last winter, but I'm hearing a rumor that comes December the 19th to March. It's no blues on Monday.
Validated.
Because of the winter. Is that validated? The Vice Wing Commander just validated that, so no blues for the...
Not just a rumor.
Not just a rumor. Plus, you get the 2 weeks or so in the ORI.
You bet.
So you only have about a week or two left to wear the blues, so I would recommend wear them 10 days a week. You know, wear them every day.
There you go. He'd be like my producer who recently pinned on Chief, and so he walks around in those khakis every minute of the day he gets to.
Show that off.
He's chilling out at home, watching TV on the sofa in his khakis there.
He looks good.
That is something to be proud of, so I don't blame him.
And as you read the note, it's really for safety reasons. We don't want people slipping out there because as it gets snowy and as it gets very icy, you're more likely to slip outside. So it's really for safety reasons.
You bet. We all have to get out there and scrape the driveways and the sidewalks, between the hours of 6 and 8 in the morning. You don't want to be doing that in blues. You're going to break an ankle or slip and fall at the very least. God forbid somebody should slip off the road and have to deal with getting a car out of the snowdrift. Just don't. Blues is not the appropriate uniform for that time.
And the chloroforms with the yak tracks
perfect.
Look a little odd.
Perfect for winter weather, right? Perfect.
Well, that's good. We mentioned the bowling alley. It's the grand opening. I think it's tonight at 5 p.m. So there's a whole lot of stuff all this weekend. No matter what demographic you fall into, you're probably going to be able to get some free bowling in
Check
tonight.
the FSS website. They've got specials all weekend. They've targeted every demographic. From the kids to our youth to the adults. Cosmic Bowling is there. Hallelujah, the bowling alley is back open.
Now, sir, have you been over there and seen it?
I have.
Have you bowled a few games?
I have not because it wasn't open and available yet.
Okay.
But I hope to throw out a ball this evening.
All right, I haven't seen the interior yet of it, but I've heard some very, very good things about it.
I'll tell you, when you walk in there, you're going to see things rearranged just a little bit. You're going to see a totally redone from the inside out bowling alley. And what we've done is made this building, this facility, the pin setters, the kitchen, we've made it all healthy for another 20 years. So hopefully everything is up and reliable and we won't see those breaks we experienced previously.
Fantastic. Good to know. Folks, I want to remind everyone out there that this show is run by calls and Facebook posts and emails. 226-1575 is the number. We did just have a call, but the caller was a little stage fright or just preferred to leave the message here.
Sure.
The question from Saul, is the grid going to be turned into a furniture store? I guess there's some rumors running around. There's always rumors, but what do we got for the rumor mill?
I started that rumor.
You might have.
Come on, the Navy wouldn't start such a rumor. To my knowledge, it's not going to turn into a furniture store at this point. To my knowledge, what happens, it was not very successful in what we tried for this purpose. So now we're trying the purpose of renting it out. So if other people want to use it, it's a very low cost, especially a unit or squadron or a birthday function or whatever you'd like to use. You can actually rent it through FSS, and all the equipment stays in there, and use it for the day or use it for a couple hours.
Tell you, if you haven't been in there, the facility is beautiful. We've made it available to anyone and everyone. There's been a Sweet 16 party over there already. If you want food, the club will be happy to cater right across the street for you. You can bring in your own food if you like, as long as you're willing to clean up the mess there. And just a first-class place to have either a unit function or even a private function. So it's available to everyone, and please make use of it.
And just to answer the question without getting too much into it, because I know that you got to tread this fine line of not talking too much about it. Can you BYOB?
There is a bar inside.
Okay.
It was previously stocked for the purpose we had it. It can be again, age appropriate, of course.
Right. Very good. And I will say the idea of renting it out is fantastic, and it's already a success because AFN will be celebrating our little Christmas party right there in the grid.
I think, and I would recommend to everyone, if you want to keep it that way, please rent it out and use it, because the reality of the matter is space is tight on the base, and we do want to utilize our space in the best way possible. So if it's not used, we would have to find another purpose for it, and that's in the future.
It is a significant amount of square footage. It does cost money to keep that open and operate it. Even when it's closed, nobody's inside there. We've got to heat it. We've got to maintain it. So it costs a certain amount of money to operate, and if it's not getting used, we're going to have to find another use for the space. And that kind of leads into another theme, which you're going to start to hear just a little bit. If it's not getting used, and we're going to lose it. You know, budgets are getting really, really tight. We think we've seen some tight budgets before, but we haven't seen anything yet, or the rumors that we're hearing from the leadership circles. The cutbacks have already started. And the bottom line is going to be, if it's not getting used, we're not going to be able to afford to keep it open anymore. So use it or lose it.
And that from what I've been hearing, just even right here on the ground, that applies not just to facilities and buildings, but also to individual services and pieces of equipment, to include vehicles and so forth like that.
Across the board, nothing's off the table right now.
Absolutely. Tell you what, folks, this is we're about a third of the way through the show. My, how time flies. Give us a phone call, 226-1575. Head over to the AFN Misawa Facebook fan page. Drop your questions, comments, and concerns there, and they will be answered immediately or soon thereafter.
As soon as we can.
Right here by the folks who can make a difference and take your suggestions into account and perhaps implement them. Tell you what we're going to do right now. We're going to take a short musical break.